speaking of Joe Rogan, you were also on Fear Factor with him.
Yes.
Right? And we got a question here. Can you tell us about Fear Factor when Joe Rogan almost beat up that guy?
Yeah.
What's she referring to? What happened?
So it was Celebrity Fear Factor. Okay. And it was like Team Survivor versus Team Amazing Race versus Team American Idol versus Team Apprentice versus Team Real World. Okay. And Team Real World was The Miz and Trishelle. And The Miz had just gone down to Deep South. And I hadn't seen him in like 2 months. Like, because we used to hang out, prior to him going to Deep South. And he shows up just roided out of his fucking mind.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, dude, you're roided. And he goes, I'm not on fucking roids. I'm like, all right, well, there's no telltale signs. Like, this seems like a pretty fair
2 minutes in roid rage.
Fair and evenly matched competition. I have nothing to worry about. So like, I mean, immediately I'm just like, okay, there's no way I'm winning. And plus it was Celebrity Fear Factor. So they're like, hey, it's Celebrity. You guys don't have to eat anything because that's degrading. And I was just like, that's the only shit I can do.
Yeah.
Like, give me a fucking cow dick with fucking Tex Pete. We're good. Like I ain't trying to do heights. I ain't trying to do any of this other shit. Give me that cow dick, Joe Rogan's.
So you didn't have to eat shit. You
No.
didn't have to eat anything.
No, and that's the only thing I really brought to the table. So,
Yeah.
The first deal was I think it was like a demolition derby thing, and we didn't lose. And then the next day was what was it? The demolition derby. My hands were duct taped to the steering wheel, and my partner had to change the gears and stuff. And the next one was, all right, so we started, the girls had to go down into a well and grab a skull. And then the guys had to go through quicksand and grab a skull. And then the girls had to go through this tunnel and grab a skull that was beside the tail of an alligator. But the gimmick with the tunnel is the tunnel's so narrow, the alligator can't turn around.
Can't turn.
Yeah. So like, it's pretty, it's a mind fuck, but I mean, it's of everything we fucking did, it was by far the easiest because it wasn't really anything physical. You just go grab the fucking thing and go.
And that's it.
So my partner goes first. She gets the skull out of the well, and then I do the quicksand. And I was just like, I wanted to fucking test it. I was just like, there's got to be a gimmick. There's a gimmick to everything. There's a gimmick to like everything's a gimmick. So I'm like, there's got to be a gimmick to this. And I didn't figure out the fucking gimmick on the quicksand. So I'm fucking slow as fuck. And I'm just like, oh, this is fucking horrible. We're doing horrible. But it doesn't matter because there's more teams after me. And, I like to, steal it from a guy that retired. So he's not using it anymore. I am, when it comes to reality TV, I am a cerebral assassin. So I'm like, all right, we're ready. Excuse me. So the team after us is the Amazing Race team, Jonathan Victoria. And on the Amazing Race, he used to scream at his wife. At one checkpoint, he shoved his wife to the ground. He was just like, you fucked this up for us, blah, blah, blah. And so, and I was friends with him. I mean, I used to go to the Playboy Mansion and he's best friends with Hef. So, I'd hang out with Jonathan and Victoria. And so I knew them, but even in real life, like they scream at each other all the time. I mean, they pitched a reality show called The Bickersons, just them screaming at each other. So anyway, so we do the challenge. So, she gets the first skull. He makes it through the quicksand much faster. He figures out the gimmick. I think he went on the outs, whatever. So there was a gimmick that I didn't figure out. So he figured it out. So, or at least better than I did. And then it's time for the tunnel with the alligator. Well, she's freaking out. She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And she's having a breakdown. And I see it. And I'm just like, here's my spot. I mean, like it's time for the hot tag. Let's go, brother. And I go, Jonathan, you deserve better than that. She's the reason you lost the Amazing Race. She's an albatross across your chest. She will not give you the child that you want.
Wow, bro.
And he hears me and screams it back. He goes, Fairplay's right. You are an albatross across my chest. You are the reason we lost the Amazing Race. You are the reason I don't have the child I deserve. And so she loses it. Tears pouring down the face. She goes, "That's it. I quit." So then they walk back, and she walks up to me, punches me in the stomach, and Joe Rogan goes, "Whoa, what was that?" She goes, "Did you hear what he said?" He goes, "It doesn't matter what he fucking said. You can't fucking punch people."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Look, just because your husband punches you doesn't mean you can punch." And he goes, "What did you say?"
No.
And he goes, "I said just because you punch your fucking wife doesn't mean she can punch other people." So he gets in Joe's face. Joe gets in his face. Joe takes him down with the front face lock. Boom. It's the Miz has to jump down to fucking break him up. It's pandemonium. Okay. So here's the beauty of it. Jonathan calls me like 2 hours later, and he goes, are you okay?" I'm just like, "Yeah, fine." I mean, I just fucking made a moment, but thank you, appreciate it. He goes, "I just filed assault charges on Joe Rogan." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Good luck with that. Let me know how it works out."
Yeah.
So then I get a call an hour after that. He goes, "So I got a call from NBC." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, did you file assault charges on Joe Rogan?" And they go, he goes, "Yeah." And they go, "Did you tell them what happened?" He goes, "Yeah." Did you break down the activities of the day, like what led to it and all, and describe it in detail? And he goes, "Yeah, absolutely." They go, "Well, you're in violation of your confidentiality agreement. We're suing you for $5 million unless you drop the charges immediately."
And that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.